Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Leslie Ackman and we are talking all things Brave today. Working in our big book of Brave. This will be the week 1 video. And what we're going to talk about today is how I go about choosing images and colors and things like that for my art journals. This is a composition book. I love turning a simple composition book into a beautiful art journal. I just love it. It's simple, it's easy, and I wanted to show you how. I already have writing. This was a journal that I had been keeping, but there was a lot of empty pages, and so I just wanted to recycle. This was something that I was using as a morning page type journal, and I just felt like I could go ahead and paint over it and turn it into something else. I like to start with, anytime I use a composition book, I always start with gesso. This gesso is a brand that I purchased at Walmart. It is about $12 a bottle, and you get 16.9 ounces. This will last me quite a long time, and I do use gesso on almost every single journal page I do. But if you don't want to use this brand, you don't have to. Honestly, I prefer the Michaels brand. It's a little bit cheaper. You get it in a big bucket, and so it's a lot more bang for your buck. But I don't live near a Michaels, really. It's about 45 minutes away, and I just haven't got to that city in a while. So this is what I use mostly, because I literally live like a half mile from Walmart. So anyway, so I'm going to show you now how I start my journal page. This is how, whenever I am going to, and I'm almost out of gesso, so hence I have to do this. Whenever I start, or whenever I know that I'm going to be using any kind of paint in my journals, I always start with gesso, because I just like the way the paint will not soak into the page. You don't have to use gesso. It's just something that I like to do. So I put my gesso out. I already know that's not going to be enough on the page, but that's okay. I am just using a simple, this is an old card from a motel, and I'm just going to start spreading it on my page. Obviously, if you're using a brand new journal, you're not going to have to cover stuff up. So this is a little bit different. But I wanted to show you how you can recycle. You know how so many times I have notebooks laying around that have only been half used, or maybe not even half used, maybe only a few pages. So I like to recycle my composition books when I can. I actually like the background to kind of peek through on this, so I won't get it completely white. And also I'm going to be using paint, so an images collage, and so it will cover a lot of this up. I apologize for that sound. I need to go get gesso this afternoon because I'm almost out. You can also use a paintbrush for this, or a foam brush if you have one. That works just as good. I really just like using these old key cards, or an old credit card, an old, you know, gift card, whatever. Okay, I'm really happy with that. What I love most about gesso is it just will thicken up these composition papers, and they'll go from being kind of thin and easily torn to something really thick and something harder to take. Okay guys, so while our gesso is drying, I want to show you how I go about gathering images for any kind of, you guys already know that our prompt this coming up week is Lead a Life Uncommon. I took that prompt from one of my very favorite songs. It's from Jewel, and the song is called Life Uncommon. It is in our Being Brave playlist on Spotify, so be sure and get that. If you don't know where that playlist is, just go to our Facebook group, Sacred Feather Soul Journaling on Facebook, and you can find that Being Brave Spotify playlist. I'll also have it in the link here on YouTube, so that way you can get to it quickly. All right, so I think about what does lead a life uncommon mean to me? For me, those words, that song is full. It's almost like a life anthem for me. I first heard that song at Brave Girls Camp with Melody Ross, who is one of my mentors, by the way. I am a certified art healer with her Soul Road certification. And she is an amazing woman, and she inspires me so much. And that song, it literally is my anthem. It talks a lot about how we need to speak our truth. And if we want to lead an amazing, brave life, then that's what we do. We never are weary of doing that. We rise up, we are warriors, and we speak the truth. And that is how I want to live my life. It's how I try to live my life. So if you have purchased my Big Book of Brave cut and paste book, which if you haven't, I invite you to do that. It's $10. I'll put the link in the show notes. I have given you a lot of words, a lot of phrases, and a lot of images that you can use in your Brave books. I also have all of the prompts in that PDF. So I'm looking through, and I have already have ready lead a life uncommon. So I know that I want to put that somewhere on my page. So I have pulled this out. I also have it in another way in the PDF, and so I may use that instead of the first one I showed you. I know that I want to use one of these two images. They are both very strong to me. I'm thinking, I'm really gravitating toward this one and putting a crown on her that I'm going to be making with this. This is background that you will get in the PDF. I have several, and I am going to be making stars out of this today, and I'm going to be making, I think, a crown either out of this, or I also have pulled this gold paper. I love gold. As you watch my videos throughout this book, you will see a lot of pinks and golds in my Big Book of Brave, because those are my two go-to colors. This paper I found at Hobby Lobby, and friends, it has become my favorite. I also have this in a hot pink, and I use it often. I love it so much. So I have pulled this, so I know for sure I'll be making some things out of these two sheets. I also have pulled something from my Big Book of Brave. I love using words in all of my work, and these are just some words that I'm reminded of whenever I think of the word brave, when I think of being brave myself, and I may use one of these. The one that right now is coming to my mind is fearless, but we shall see. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll know as I go. Another image that I pulled from the Big Book of Brave is this image of Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc is definitely someone that I look up to. I loved her mission in life. She was so valiant and strong, and talk about brave. And so I think I'm going to be using this image of her somewhere, and possibly putting a crown on her head as well. I pulled this sheet of words and phrases from my Big Book of Brave, and also some more stars. Not sure yet if I'm going to use anything from here. I was thinking maybe authentic, but we shall see. When I pull my images, guys, I like to have a lot. So I will just pull. I'll go to my drawers. I'll go to my stash I have this big basket of just images and phrases. I'll have to share that with you later. And I'll just kind of go through there and start pulling stuff. I know I probably won't use everything I've pulled today, but I'm just showing you that this is the way that I go about thinking about a page, and then eventually putting things on the page. Some more things I pulled from Big Book of Brave. Flowers are another one of my go-to images that I use, so there'll be a lot of flowers in my Big Book of Brave. I have picked several. The one that's really speaking to me right now is this. I'm thinking about using it as a background, and I'm actually thinking about putting this image here somewhere with here, somehow putting that together. I haven't decided yet, but it's percolating in there. So I did choose this one. I also picked out a few more flower images. I may or may not use them. Again, I just like to have a lot in my pile before I go. I know that I'm going to be using stars on this page because stars are one of my symbols, and I absolutely love this tissue paper. I'm not quite sure where I got it. I think I bought it, it might have been Walmart, I'm not sure, but I used it in a gift bag, and I kept some back for myself. This may go somewhere on my page. I just love it so much. And then I have these beautiful, I haven't even used these yet, but these guys are from the Planner Society with Christy Tomlinson. I'm not sure if you know who she is, but I need to share her shop with you. She is a fabulous woman, one of my mentors and friends, and her products are just stellar. And these are really beautiful. They're flowers, they're clear, which I absolutely love. They're going to look so great on a page. I cannot wait to use them. And this is also some different ephemera. There's like, I think some butterflies in here and a few other little bits, but I may use these on my page. Here's that hot pink paper I told you about. And then this is something that I was inspired to create by Megan and the Moon. She is on Instagram, one of my favorite Instagrammers, and she has a 365-day art prompt going on right now. And this is a packing tape, beautiful little thingy that I made. And I love the sparkles and the gold, and it's probably going to go on my page. So now that I have everything ready, I grab my scissors and I grab my glue. I usually just use a glue stick. I have these from Amazon. I can buy them in bulk, and I also teach workshops, so I usually just buy them in bulk because I get 60 at a time. And then another way that I like to adhere things on my page is these photo tabs. They were really big during scrapbooking days. I also just use Scotch tape. I didn't used to do that, but honestly, this is one of the easiest ways, especially when you have a bigger image. And the other thing that I like to use, it kind of gives it a little lift on my page. This is actually from the Dollar Tree. It is just this foam tape. I found it in the hardware section, and it's just so easy. You just remove it. It's already sticky right there. You just put it on the back, you know, of this, and then you lift off this little tab here, and then voila, you put it on your page. So I really love this stuff. So I have all my adhesive ready, and we are going to make a page. As I get ready to work on my Lead a Life Uncommon page, I have picked out a few paints that I want to use for this page to cover up the gesso and to cover up the writing and things on this page. So I've picked out a neon pink. This is my go-to color. I also have this glittery pink. Glitter, friends, you will find is something that I use often in my work. This is from Dollar Tree. This is also from Dollar Tree. I just found this color there. Again, I use gold all the time, and this is a metallic gold, and I love this. So these two colors together, this is my wheelhouse. Love it. And then add that pop of pink. I love it. I also thought it might be fun to add some blue. I'm not sure if I will, but I did bring it out. And then I have a different color gold. It's a little bit darker gold. So I have a few paint brushes out ready to go, and then I have my little spray bottle. I keep this spray bottle with me at all times. I love it. I use it for alcohol inks, for my dilutions inks. I use it when I put this paint on the page to kind of move it around. These are from Dollar Tree. They come 2 to a pack.
keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring at a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, I can't take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, I can't take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah,
Ready just to add the finishing touches to my page. So this is how I store my pens. It's important that we keep our pens horizontal. And I have so many pens. I love pens. I have mostly the same colors. I have gold, copper, and silver in the Sharpies. I have the white Posca, I have the teal Posca, the black Posca, and then I have these amazing pens. And what are these even called? These are Uniball Air. They are a fabulous pen. I have a hot pink Posca, I have a hot yellow, a hot red, and a hot orange. Like a neon, they're neon. And then that's just about it. I tend to use the same colors over and over. I do have a few of the Micron pens. I like them too. I have a red and a blue, which I rarely use, but I use the black one a lot. So looking at this, I know that I want to outline some of these things here to really make them pop. So I think I'm going to use, I have this black Posca, and these are ultra fine. These are kind of hard to find, but I found a 3-pack on Amazon. They're the paint pen, and they're super fine, and so you can really write with them. And they're the paint pen, so they just glide over, but I really need to kind of make sure that they're working. I haven't had the best luck, I will tell you, with these Poscas. I actually got this one to finally work. Normally Posca pens work pretty easy. These I have had a little bit of trouble with, but I still like them. Okay, so I'm just going to outline because I really want these stars and things to pop. So super frustrated with this Posca paint pen right now. There we go. It's kind of just being annoying, but I'm getting it to work. I don't ever have trouble with the thicker ones, the thicker tips, but this fine tip I have. All right, there we go. I love how that pops out. See how that you can really see it. And I'll make sure that there's kind of a glare, I think, on these stars, and I'll show you when I get done. You don't have to do this. I just like to make things really pop out. I think adding some kind of pen work or Stabilo pencil work or something like that to your pages kind of just finishes them. You wouldn't have to do this at all, but I think you'll agree that it adds a lot. Got one more little star over here. Oh, awesome. I love that. I want to show you how that looks. I'm really happy with that. So happy with it. Okay, so over here, I'm going to do the same with the stars over here. I will not do it with the rays coming off of Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. And also, I don't know if you can really see, but I can, just looking at here, now that that glitter paint from Dollar Tree has dried, I am just loving the glitter on this page. Glitter glue also works very similar to glitter paint. Okay, oh, loving. Okay, I want to make sure I show you this and see if you can see that glitter too. I hope that you can get a real sense of that. Just love how that works. Okay, so with this black star, so I could just leave it there, but I'm kind of being drawn to something that I have. So I'll show you. These are puffy paints. I get these at Walmart. They're just like $1.27, or maybe they're 97 cents. I can't remember, but they have a tip on them, and so they are wonderful. I'm gonna just make sure that it's not, might be a little bit dry. I'm just gonna kind of make sure I can, oh good, it's working. So then I'm gonna take and just draw with this gold around this black star. Kind of have to be careful. Awesome. Worked great. I highly recommend these. I have these in gold, pink, and white, and I absolutely love these. So 3D puppy paint, it's amazing. Okay, so then looking at my page, I'm thinking, is there anything else I could do on it? I mean, sure there is. I could add maybe some more marks or something, but honestly, I am loving it. The only thing maybe that I would do, I might do, is I could add some rosy cheeks on my girl. And I think I might. I think that might add just a little touch of whimsy to this page. So this is that Posca neon pink. Love it. It's got that bigger tip on it, and I think I am going to give her some cheeks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good decision. I love it. Okay, just two little cheekies there. Truly loving that so much. So much. Okay, so this is my page, guys. I could write some journaling if I wanted to, but I don't. Just visually, this is reminding me to be brave, to wear my crown, to stand tall, to radiate my faith, to lead a life uncommon, to speak beautiful words, to help uplift and encourage others. This all, using that symbolism, this all is just a great reminder that that is how I want to live. So I hope you guys have been inspired by this page. This was a lot of fun to create, and I look forward to lots more videos. Next week we have one coming, and I'm going to be showing you, I don't want to mess up my star there, but if you guys can, I'm going to kind of do this, you can see that big book of Brave. I'm going to be showing you my little trick for making that lettering and some other lettering tricks. So join me next Friday, and in the meantime, I will see you on Instagram and in my Facebook group, Sacred Feather Soul Journaling. You guys are amazing. Have a good day.